and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for June the 25th through July the 1st. Happy birthday, Cancer! This is for your sun, moon and rising, and the links to the other videos will be below in the show more section, so you can check those out there. This is also a general reading, guys. If you would like a personal reading, then if you click on this little notice right here, you will find information on how to get that. Now, I am on Instant Go. You can ask a question 24 hours a day, and I will get back to you with the answer after doing a quick reading. Also, another way to support me is Patreon. Check out my Patreon page. I have various reward levels, and you can support me there for as little as $1 a month. Now, what else do I have to say? Listen, if you are here for the first time, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for stopping by, and I really hope that you enjoy these readings. And if you're coming back, oh my God, you're my heart. Thank you so much. I really love you and I really appreciate you. So now let's go to the astrological report, shall we? Now, the 26th, we have Mars in Aquarius going retrograde. Look, Aquarius is about we, we're moving into the age of Aquarius. It's about us, it's about we, humanitarian, it's the group, it's global as opposed to me, I. And Mars is about action, it's about revolution, it's about, it can be about anger, Now, Mars going retrograde in Aquarius it's going retrograde until August the 27th. So, this is a time where, how do I say it? Look, it's about people protesting what's going on with people in, with the powers that be, but kind of in the wrong way. So our anger can be brought up and we can get really souped up. So we really have to be aware of that and not take the wrong action. I was in the West Village last night and I saw, in nearly every corner, I saw all these big vans with, armored police with the helmets and big rifles and guns, those high-powered guns. It was kind of scary. I feel like, we can't make the wrong move, guys. We don't want to give the powers that be the excuse to take total control, do we? But it was very concerning as I was walking through the West Village with my granddaughter last night. It's very disconcerting. So guys, be aware if you're going to get involved, and everyone's I know is up in arms about these children being taken away from their parents, and I don't want to get political. I really don't on here. It's not a political platform, but I do want to say really, really think about what the repercussions could be and how you are going to handle yourself. And yes, we get angry, but we need to kind of step back and we need to temper those emotions. And it's going to be a very emotional time right now. We have the sun in Cancer is going to be opposing Mars in retrograde at this time, so it's very important to balance our emotions. Now, on the 28th, we have the full moon in Capricorn, right? And that is opposing the sun in Cancer. This can be about, this is also a very emotional time, guys. It is kind of an emotional time, but our emotions are more invested in how we look at, in society, what our status is, and our reputation and what we own, and so it's less spiritual, and it's more, because it's in Capricorn, it's more about status symbols, either materialistic or where we are in life, where we've got to, how we look to society, how things look on the surface level. And on the 29th, Mercury enters Leo. Now, this could be, we could be very kind of theatrically expressing, very expressive and expressing ourselves in stories and everything, you know. I just want to go back quickly to the full moon because it's all about, you know, the ending of something or the culmination of something that we put in action at the new moon. And Mercury enters Leo and on the 29th. Now I just want to say the 26th Mars goes retrograde, but it's also the 25th somewhere else in the world. So on the 28th is the full moon, but it's also the 27th. Now the 29th in Mercury goes enters Leo, Mercury enters Leo on the 29th or 30th, depending on where you are in the world. So our thinking can be very grand and expansive, and our focus is on the goal, right? That's why I mentioned the full moon, because it's on the goal. The bigger and the grander the goal, the better, right? So we're going to be very grandly expressing ourselves and speaking out, right? We're going to be very expressive, and we may not listen as well as we should during this time. So listen, that is all I have for the astrological report. So let's go to the reading, shall we? Hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading for July the 25th through, June the 25th through July the 1st. Happy birthday, Cancer. I want to say happy birthday to my two wonderful brothers, Joe and Michael. The three of us are Cancerians. My brother Joe, happy birthday Joe, on July 2nd. I'm July the 11th. My nephew, whom I can't forget, who's my wonderful Cancerian nephew, Sam, it's his birthday on July the 12th, and my brother Michael's birthday on July the 13th. And we're all really wonderful people. I'm a Leo rising, darling, what can I say? Anyway, really happy birthday to everyone. I'm really, a lot of Cancerians in my family. So, and of course, my very good friend Pinar. Happy birthday, Pinar. And her birthday's the 18th. So, okay. The first card up, guys, is the 10 of Cups. That's emotionally happy. This is feeling fulfilled. This is a wonderful, great feeling. You know, we do love our birthday season, but this is like happy families, happy community, happily getting along with people. This is wonderful. This is beautiful. But what's interesting, right, that's clarifying it, is the Star card. Now that is a deep healing card. So I have a feeling that some of us are going to have some deep family healing moments, because the starlight is emotional healing, spiritual healing, and physical healing. So it can be all that, and we've got things going on with Chiron is playing a big part this week. So we really, it's all about healing naturally too. When the Star card comes up, it's about looking for alternative ways to heal. You know, natural medicines, you know, yoga, acupuncture, that kind of alternative methods of healing. And you are being gifted that wonderful healing energy this week. But I do feel, because it's clarifying the 10 of Cups, that this is definitely going to have something to do with family. And the moon rules Cancer, so that is definitely about this. It's a very emotional time this week, as you will have gathered from the astrological report that I did at the beginning of this video. Now, the next card that comes up, darling, is the Death card. Don't freak out. This is transformation. When the Death card comes up, it's death and rebirth, but it's basically the death of the old you and the rebirth of the new you. And sometimes it's about growing, right? It's about growing, personal growth. It's about spiritual growth. it's about moving forward in a different way. So yes, there's a lot of change coming for a lot of you Cancerians. And what's clarifying the Death card is the call to action, darling. You are being called for a higher purpose. So I have a feeling that this is a spiritual rebirth for some of you, or for some of us, I will say. This is the call. Your life purpose is calling you. Get on with it, darling. You need to move forward. So sometimes an old way of life has to go before you can move forward into the new life, right? Now, look, the change is inevitable. So we are being encouraged to really embrace the change this week. And we have, the next card that's up is the Seven of Swords. And this, it's about, look, I'm getting that this is about denial. So maybe something's going on that you're not addressing or you're not looking at. It's almost like you're lying to yourself to rationalize what's going on. And perhaps that has something to do with the change, that you're reluctant to move forward with that change. And this is about being honest with yourself. And I'm saying that because you've got the Ten of Water. Now, what's really interesting is the 10, this is the same, look, emotional. This is the happy Buddha, right, in this deck. And this has got all the challenge, it's like the rainbow of chalices above the home. Definitely the emphasis is on the home, on the family, on your community, on your friendships and your relationships. And this is, I feel that you're going to have to be honest with yourself, what your limitations are, look, we have to embrace our dark sides. Everybody has a dark side. I always say this, even Mother Teresa had a dark side. Trust me, everyone. No one is a saint all the time. We are human, so we are multifaceted people. And we have all these archetypes within us. And so we have to also embrace the dark side too. And we have to rise above it, right? So we have to acknowledge it sometimes. So we're in denial here. We're lying about something to ourselves. And sometimes it's about taking responsibility for the negative things that we exhibit, or behaviors, or moods, whatever it is. We have to acknowledge it, and we also have to own it, in order to reach the other side and be happy, right? And feel this wonderful emotional fulfillment. So I'm not getting that for some of you, yes, maybe somebody else is lying to you, but I'm getting a strong feeling that it's ourselves. And the reason also is because we have this transformation card. This is an internal transformation. This is about us changing. This is about us taking responsibility for who we are and what we have done, and moving on from it. It's like letting it go, right? And you're called to duty. You have a higher purpose that you are meant to take action towards this week. It's like, go for it, Cancer. So because it's your birthday, you always get an extra card. And this week, these cards jumped out at me. So these cards are the zodiac sign cards. There's zodiac signs, there's planets, and there are houses. So they jumped out at me for some reason for you guys. And so I'm going to pull out, and we're going to see what energy is affecting us this week and what's going to be helpful for us. So let's just ask the guides, guardians, and beings of the highest light to please give us some information and guidance. Oh, look at that. So the energy that's going to play a big role for us is Virgo. And what this card says is the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So, my nose always itches when I do these readings. It's crazy. Okay, so this is about, of course, it's about toiling, it's about hardworking, it's about organization, and it's about, of course, this is like dutiful, but it's also got hesitant and humble. So it is about remaining humble, but it is about going forward and taking action because you have got the call to duty. And that's interesting that this mentions duty, right? This is a time to not be hesitant. This is a time to go out and take action in that direction. And look, it is about organizing. It's about cleansing your space. I'm in the process of doing that right now, cleansing my space. Therefore, it looks a total wreck. When you're clearing out closets, everything, oh my God, it's not a good thing. So, it's about being diligent. It's about painstakingly getting that stuff done, darling. Go out, do it. And I'm going to actually pull, we've been doing the Whispers of Love, and I'm going to do the Romance Angels, because I always think that romance is definitely, Cancerians are all about romance. So let's do, this week we will do the Romance Angel cards for the love, right? Love connection. Let's see what's going on. So we are going to pull a card for Cancerians, single Cancerians, and then we'll pull one for partnered Cancerians. So let's see what the Romance Angels have. What wonderful blessings and messages do the Romance Angels have for single Cancerians? What wonder... Oh, there it is. Release your ex, darling. It is time to... the time has come to clear your energy. That's kind of in a way that the Virgo is. It's about cleansing. It's about getting rid of things. It's about letting things go. And that's also what the Death card is. It's about really transformation, letting things go and moving on. So now let's see what we have, what the Romance Angels have for partnered Cancerians. What wonderful messages do the Romance Angels have for partnered Cancerians? Oh, there it is. Wow. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. So those of you whom are in relationships, this is somebody that you've known from a past life, but you probably already know that. Cherish this relationship. This is somebody that's been in your life for a very, very long time. So there's probably things that you have to work out. Stay with them. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. For a personal reading, please go to www.liveinthesolution.com.